Part two, Not Like Us. Whitney in the video, Crip Walking. We're gonna dedicate that one. She's gonna, Jay liked them walks. You like, for sure.
What if the sharpest weapon against the system wasn't a protest, but a poem? What if the most dangerous man in America didn't wear a hoodie, didn't wave a flag, but wore silence like armor, and every time he spoke, the world had no choice but to stop and listen? Because Kendrick Lamar didn't just rap, he decoded America. From Compton to Congress, his verses traveled like sermons, uncompromising, unfiltered, undeniable.
Yeah. Hey, I remember service.
Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot.
Keep a horn on me, that come my CIP. Ownership, the blueprint is by me. Dick, that ain't right. I make a play, fucking up your whole.
And the question isn't, why is he so quiet now? It's this. What happens when the system can't silence the very voice it tried to destroy? Kendrick Duckworth, raised in the chaos of Compton, named after Temptations singer Eddie Kendricks, but destined to be no one's backup vocal. While others glorified the block, Kendrick documented it, like a street journalist with a poet's touch. He didn't preach, he painted the pain, the politics, the paradox of growing up where funerals outnumbered birthdays, and silence was safer than speaking truth. But Kendrick spoke anyway, with surgical precision, with verses that made you nod, then flinch. By the time Section .80 dropped, he wasn't a rapper, he was a diagnosis. Picture this, President Kendrick Lamar. No banners, no selfies, just one podium and a stare that cuts through centuries. His first address isn't televised. It's released on cassette, black and white cover, no hook. First executive order, every young black boy gets a therapist, a mic, and a mirror. Second, no more hiding history beneath white lies. The Pledge of Allegiance is rewritten. Kids now recite lines from Mortal Man and The Blacker the Berry in classrooms built from reclaimed silence. He doesn't promise peace, he promises reckoning. Kendrick's America is not for comfort, it's for confrontation. Here, the music is mandatory reading. You don't dance to the beat, you dissect it. Every city has spoken word courts, every record store is a church, and every bar on every track is a law passed by trauma and truth. His vice president, James Baldwin's ghost, Minister of Defense, Angela Davis, Secretary of Time Travel, Tupac's hologram, and the national anthem, just the sound of a heartbeat under the lyrics of All Right.
Up. I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking, my knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
Right? Huh? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon'.
In this country, Kendrick didn't just build policy, he built perspective. But systems don't die quietly. For every all right, there was a backlash. For every Grammy win, a gatekeeper whispered, he's too militant.
What's up, man? All right. Come on, man. Diana Ross, come on, man. Hey, I'm starstruck.
When To Pimp a Butterfly dropped, some critics couldn't understand it, so they dismissed it. Too jazz, too black, too woke. But Kendrick never translated. He never watered it down. He wasn't here to be palatable. He was here to provoke. Because he knew, art is only dangerous when it's honest. They called him the voice of a generation.
Grew around some people living their life in bottles. Granddaddy had the gold infinite and the record on repeat. Took a sip, then another sip. Then only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up. Apparently, I'm over influenced by what you are doing. I thought I was doing the most.
Then criticized his silence. They demanded anthems, then ignored the trauma behind them. And when George Floyd was murdered, the world asked, where's Kendrick? But he was watching, writing, bleeding in silence. Because real revolutions aren't about being first. They're about being right. When Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers dropped, he didn't give answers. He gave mirrors. Ugly ones. True ones. And when they asked for hope, he handed them accountability. Because that's what the system fears most. Kendrick doesn't live on charts. He lives in curriculums, in therapy sessions, in protest chants, in dorm room debates where verses are studied like scripture. He became the phantom voice in a generation of noise. He's not prolific, he's prophetic. He's the rapper your favorite rapper waits for.
Look at me crazy cause I ain't invite you. Oh, you important, you the moral to the story. You endorsing, want your congratulations. I recognize Passion for his confidence and calculated promises. All in your
The shadow behind Pulitzer Prizes. The echo in every artist too afraid to say what he already did. He's not part of the machine. He's the glitch that reveals it. And in a world where everyone's yelling, Kendrick whispers. And the silence hits harder than any bass drop. So what if Kendrick Lamar ran your country? Maybe he already is. Every time a kid in a red state listens to Damn and questions their own beliefs. Every time a black father plays FEAR for his son instead of a bedtime story. Every time someone says, "We gon' be all right," and actually believes it. That's Kendrick.
I take back. I can't fathom being as great as Michael without putting out the work. So 11 is perfect. You know, he's the legendary. I'm glad it's at 12.
What happens? Say you do get 13.
Still governing, still resisting, still breaking the system, one syllable at a time. He didn't just write bars. He wrote blueprints, not to escape the system, but to rebuild it from within. And when the last beat drops and the crowd goes silent, his voice remains, "Tell me who you loyal to."